Yo, test it then. It's yours truly, Madness KMA, and I'm back once again with another exclusive Garage Report. Test it then. It's yours truly, Madness KMA, and again we are continuing the Garage Report series inside season 2 with another entry for the grassroots and the influences that we gained from stateside for UK house and garage to later on become the term and phrase UK garage. So today's another big one. They're always big ones. I always say the same thing, but you know, it's true. It's big in the game. Maximum respects to Mark Kin-Chen that featured last week on the episode. And of course, the one before that with 95 North and Todd Edwards. So you see where I'm going with it. The grassroots of our influence from House and Garage has to be mentioned, has to be spoken about, because we didn't just pick up the sound and said, yeah, this is us, but we ran with it. As soon as we got that US sound and influence, the blueprint will be established today. Before we go any further, do make sure you like, subscribe, comment and share on the post down below in the comment section. Get involved with the Report family. You can also hit the join membership for the members only subscription, level 1, 2 and 3, and all relevant socials are downstairs in the description and pinned in the first comment. And most importantly, to make sure you are subscribed. If you're a new viewer right here, welcome. Welcome to the Report family. Right here is the series that gives you the encyclopedia of garage history when it comes to the UK, and touching upon the US as well for their influence that we gained from them. And it cannot be denied. I've said that so many times, right? So today again, to me, and to those that do know, this is and was the blueprint for house and garage from the stateside to come over here in the UK. Every one of our early selection that we had as DJs, if you was in it from 1993, and again I always go back to the Freak FM era because that's where we started off from, a lot of us, and that was the soundtracks to what we was playing. We was playing MK. We was playing Todd Edwards, we was playing Victor Simonelli, we was playing Kerry Chandler, we was playing Todd Terry, and of course, the GOATs for them all, Masters at Work, Lil Louie Vega and Kenny Dope Gonzalez. Them two, the most influential and inspirational producers of all time when it comes to house and garage. So you can see how I'm connecting the dots, joining them so you can understand the flavor that we came with afterwards, and the chosen 4 that I've got today are, again, from last week's episode with MK, I'm thinking, should I extend it to make it 6 tunes out of their catalog selected? But I'm trying to keep to the original format. It's 4 tunes that we choose, but their catalogue is one of amongst the biggest I've ever seen, right? And, well, you know what? We'll break down more of the information, which comes up to that part now throughout the episode. The voiceover.
Garage Report Voiceover Season 2, continuing the series with the grassroots of UK garage over the stateside. Masters at Work, Louie Vega and Kenny Dope. In the early 90s, as UK club culture was evolving, 2 Bronx-born producers were quietly laying the foundation for what would become a global dance music movement. Louie Vega and Kenny Dope Gonzalez, collectively known as Masters at Work or MAW, brought a unique fusion of New York house, Latin rhythms, soul, breakbeats, jazz to the dance floor. Their signature sound was deep, percussive and rich in groove, a blueprint that resonated far beyond American shores. By 1993, their influence had fully crossed the Atlantic. Tracks like I Can't Get No Sleep, the Nervous track under their Nu-yorcian soul alias, and countless remixes and productions infused UK clubs and the pirate radio stations in the UK with a new energy. Their work with vocalists like India, Barbara Tucker brought a soulful edge that UK producers would emulate, shaping what would become the foundation essence of UK house and garage. Masters at Work's distinct drum programming, syncopated swings, and warm bass lines became staples in the UK garage sound. British acts like MJ Cole, Tough Jam, and Grant Nelson absorbed their influence, combining it with homegrown rave and jungle elements to form a uniquely sound for the UK style. Masters at Work weren't just producers, they were architects of vibe and joined the dots from the US to the UK and known as the all-time GOATs of the music scene. Their grooves helped to give birth and a massive influence to the UK underground movement. Their catalogue has to be reckoned with. We're talking remixes of some of the biggest megastars in the world, if not their own productions. Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Luther Vandross, to name but a few, making them one of the most vital US influences in the rise of UK house and garage. From New York to London City, their rhythm was and still is universal. This is why today on the Garage Report we induct Louie Vega and Kenny Dope, Masters at Work, into the Garage Hall of Fame.
Back on the other side of the information ad breaks there, and that is where you gain that information, which was, I had to summarize it a few times to get the information across to the bullet points of what you need to know. Otherwise, we could be talking for days when it comes to little Louie Vega and Kenny Dope for the information, and their background bio and history is just, it goes back from the 80s. It's huge, right? Well, their influence is undeniable. That what they did for me and everybody that was new to the scene in 93, that we wanted to make music like that and then put our own UK spin on it, because that's where the jungle influence came in. Of course, UK born and bred sounds, and then became our own UK house and garage later on, UKG, from about the year 2000. So it was a hard one, a very hard one again, because like I said in the voiceover, their man had productions and remixes for some of the most biggest megastars in the world. These are the icon producers that we all looked up to. And if you didn't, you are lying. Don't get it twisted. Big up to Kenny Dope and Louie Vega, because they are just outstanding productions, from the breakbeat influence, the 4/4, the vocals, the strings, the chords, the musicality was just above everybody else, and still is when you check for it. So we're going to go inside the Maddify section coming up next. Now, again, this was very hard. I have got a chosen 4 amongst hundreds and hundreds of tunes from them in the catalogue. But I thought, again, let me do it where it's more relatable from my era, from 93 onwards, with the tunes that we was playing when we first started playing house and garage from 1993. And the sound that captures the golden era of garage, I think I've got them right with this one. And I like to choose the tunes that will give you an inspiration yourself, that will motivate you to say, wow, I didn't know that. So anyway, Masters at Work today is the big feature, and we're going inside the Maddify section next, and I'm kicking it off with this one, I think. Yeah, I'll kick it off with this one. Daje, Brighter Days. Now, you would know this of recent years when Kanye West done his, head bopping thing with the samples that he had laid out on his keyboard with Brighter Days, and that was the underground Goonies mix. But this one here, again, just what we played in the small club main stage of the time, what pirate radio had at the time. This one here will kick off the Maddify section. Entry number 1, Daje, Brighter Days, Masters at Work remix.
I'm feeling so blue. I'm feeling so blue. I need a place to run and hide, relax a while and clear my mind, and dream of brighter days.
because I usually have a duration that I try and play the songs from, so enough to get into the Maddify teasers that you would see, which is only the trailers. Make sure you come and watch the main video. And what I need from you, Report family, is to share the video out. The main video. Share it on your Facebook pages. Clip it if you want to. Make sure you tag me in it so they know where the source has come from. Because we got all the source around here. We are the hub right here. We separate the facts from the fiction. You already know, right? Brighter Days. And look, that tune was like 10 minutes, 25 seconds long. They made songs. They didn't just make tunes, tracks. They made songs. And that's why they were the top of the league when it comes to this. And every major record label in countries around the world came to Masters at Work. And if you had their stamp branded on your vinyl release back then, or even digital releases today, then you know it will sell off, because they have a huge fan base, and still to this day. And I am a fan of Masters at Work. So entry number 2 on today's program with Masters at Work, Kenny Dope, Louie, Vega. And this is one of the first vinyls that amongst the first that I bought when it came to House and Garage from 93 era. And they also had different pseudo names as well. Many people didn't know that as well. And Kenlou was another pseudo name that they had. Kenny Dope, Louie Vega, Kenlou, they put it together. There you go. I'd love to know the reason why for that. Well, not why for that as in why, but you know, why for that reason, because you know what I mean. Louie Vega, Kenny Dope, hit me up and we can get that conversation going, because I'd love to have a conversation with them guys, seriously. Just to share the gratitude alone, let alone. But I'd love to ask, when you have the pseudo names, what was the reason behind those pseudo names? But this one here was one amongst the first, like I said, vinyls that I did buy. It was a red vinyl. And this again, with the vocal works of India, Masters at Work, I Can't Get No Sleep, the Kenlou 12-inch version.
You're the one for me. I want you all night. I wanna hold you tight. You're the man for me. You keep me up all night. I can't get no sleep. Your touch make me weak.
Wheel. If you ain't got no respect, then I suggest put some respect on Masters at Work's name. They are phenomenal producers. Wow. Round of applause again. Come on, audience. Come on, Report family. Yeah. Wow. It takes me back to great times. The times when we didn't have that much bills to pay. The times when it was of the organic stages. The golden era. You cannot beat or replicate those sounds of that past. You can't. Promoters, I say this when you approach and you say, Madness, I've got a booking for you. And I say, respectfully, it's only selective, super selective places. And that's not me being arrogant or, oh, you're Johnny Big Potatoes. No, it's not. It's just because, I'm not in that focused mindset when it comes to DJing. However, I will accept certain bookings. So that's to you, promoters, and to you as well. I would love to play a DJ set with this era of house and garage music. Yeah. I'd love to do that today. You know what I mean? So holler at me and we'll see if we can do the maths and do the English and join the dots on that one. God. Entry number 3 on today's program is something very, very special. Now I know I say it a lot and sound like a broken record. However, all of them were freak anthems. This is what we had in our record backs, these tunes. That's why I could speak so passionately of them, right? And saying that, I had a conversation with one of the godfathers of grime the other day. So big him up. Slimzy, enough respect, hail and salute the General Slimzy. I've got so much respect and admiration for him, right? And we was having a conversation and he was even saying to me, because of the Garage Report and these type of sounds that I'm reminding and highlighting you on, about what it meant to him as a DJ coming up from the old school days and this era and, floating about pirate radio and listening to these sounds, which was on Freak and, London Underground, Magic FM and these sort of stations, right? But it's amazing because you see the influences again. For that's somebody that was a king of grime music. And for him to say that as well, it just made me think, you know what? How many hearts and spirits did this music really reach? Leave a comment down below and let me know what it meant for you. Those times of great times. Maybe, of course, before you had kids, before you had a family settings, before you was married. What do these tunes mean to you? I'm posing that as a question. Drop me a comment down below and you let us all know. Become part of the Report family. I made a few bloopers there. That would be in the members only. You have to join on to become a member. See the join button, click on that, level 1, 2 and 3, holler at me. And then you can see the behind the scenes members only footage because I've done a few times there, a few mistakes. Anyway, entry number 3 on today's program. It's a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer. Again, this was part of the music that we was playing and pushing. This is what inspired a lot of us back in the day. Now listen to the intro, the vocal, the chords, and then the bass line, and then you can understand the universal language, how we transferred that into UK house and garage. This is a perfect example. It's like the voices in my mind. Report family, bust up, round of applause, come on. It's a no-brainer that these guys are Garage Hall of Famers. You know it already. Before we even get to that section and fast forward to the end of the video, stay tuned so you make sure you don't miss a beat. Woo. So coming up next is the fourth and final entry on today's program, which just shows the greatest of the greats, the GOATs, as they say. The greatest of all time, Masters at Work, features on the Garage Report today, which is again continuing the grassroots of house and garage for the UK and where we got our influences from. You can't tell me that intro didn't inspire you. You can't tell me that you can hear the influences of some of your favorite garage producers of today from the UK, where they got the influence from. Man, wow. Fourth entry, again, this was so hard to do because there is so many, it's hundreds in their folder, hundreds. And there were so many of different kind of that funky house era and that sort of a thing, the soulful gospel era as well. And, you know, I had chose this one because it reminds me of the track number 3 before that with the voices in my mind with India and them. Oh, it's just awesome, right? So this one, again, under a different guise, Nu-yorcian soul, the Nervous track. But this mix from 93 was in our bag, was in the record bag. Yeah, Nervous Records, the Nervous track. This mix, again, just sets your mind on fire, gets the goosebumps going. Let's go. Comments down below. Get involved. Report family. Sound the big thing. That one, I just started to bust some sweat in the cap here. Like, whoa, no capping. You see what I did? Because I said cap. So, anyway. That tune there, again, amongst the very first house and garage tunes that I started to collect and have that in my bag for when I did my DJ sets. Because I didn't start off as a DJ. I was a bedroom DJ at first, but I was originally a host, an MC. From the likes of Defection 89.4 Days, Weekend Rush, Cool FM, the early inception. And then in 93, I heard sounds like this. And I said, wait, hold on. My spirit just drew near to it, close like a magnet. I was involved. I had to be involved. That sound, that eerie, dum-dum. Vocals or not, coming from the jungle side, break beats. This meant something to me. Now you hear an influence like that from 1993, then you can understand in 95 why KMA added the breakbeat elements for Chaotic Madness, the first with the breakbeat influence the way we did it. Wow. Wow. So it's a no-brainer. At the end of the show is what we do, and we show manners and respect. And it's that time to induct Louie Vega and Kenny Dope Gonzalez, known together as Masters at Work, into the all-time Garage Hall of Fame. Come on, come on. I want a huge round of applause for Report Family. Big, louder. Clap them up. Clap them. Jeez. Thank you so much for those that was on my live the other day and on TikTok live as well. All my links are down below in the description section, and of course pinned in the first comment in the comment section, right? But that was giving me suggestions on who you think that I should feature inside the Garage Report. So I might continue some more with the United States influence that we gained from them to begin the blueprints for House and Garage in the UK. And of course, the list is still long for the UK producers itself. But in the meantime, I'm out.